Rosie's decided she wants to do a stir fry. There's been a bit of chicken breast here. Just split one in half and see if we can. That looks cooked.
Some of them don't look cooked though. That one's not done.
Yeah. Okay, so we just keep going a bit more. And we've just got a few veggies and stuff like that. And of course a cup of tea. Stir fry's pretty good because you can just literally throw anything in them. He's mucking around, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to try this out. Neither of us knew what we were doing, but we'll see how she goes. A few hours, we're vomiting with diarrhea. This is a good opportunity not to do what we did. Well, we're back on the XC again, much to the delight of some people, including me. The electrical stuff wasn't really cutting it. I'm going to put that insulation panel in today, and these trims are no good. Fairlane ones, because there's a step there which I hadn't considered when I cut these. I've got them in, they'll go like that. And so what I'm thinking is I might, if I can see down there, between where the seat is and the car, I'll just put vinyl there because I've got some of the green vinyl, which is this stuff. So that's cool. I'm going to paint those. You can see some of the white that somebody painted on the Fairlane. They obviously rattle can inside the door jamb. We're all good. We don't care. I've got to order some of these too because that looks terrible. So I'll do that and pull the console out, pull the gear shift out, get the gearbox out, which is a pain in the neck. And I've had to cut those things. I told you about that because they're not going to fit. So I think what I'll do, I might put that insulation panel in now. I've also got to put, oh, while I'm at it, why don't we stick these mother suckers in. These are the ones I kind of try to repair. A-pillar bits, and which I'll probably sit on and snap, but, oh, that's a headlight lens. Donuts, and what's got a gear shift boot, and stickers for the seatbelts. Ooh, nice, and a gear shift. Might make an insert for that out of Delrin. It was just stuffed full of fuel hose, which you thread onto there. When I made the gear shifter, I used, that's a 10x1.5 thread, I think. I cut it to that, or a 125, and I'll cut it into Delrin as well and make an interference fit in there so it just screws on and fits on properly. I don't like the way it is, it's crap. So these pillar trims go like that. Ooh, no, that's the wrong one. Maybe it goes like that. Ooh, yes, that's the right one. Ooh, what a nerve-wracking experience that's going to be. But they have to be done. So I think I'll put those in while I'm at it too. I might just lick over them with a bit of paint or something. They look crap, don't they? Was that focused? I think it's focused. I've got to put this in now. This is from John at Old School Auto Parts. A lovely insulation panel. It's been kicking around the boot for ages and never got around to putting it in. So I think now is a good time. Yeah, I might have to bend these out and then just tap them back in. Oh, just a minute. I'll go and get some pliers. Have you ever noticed when you get in, you always forget the one tool you need? Let's pull these little tabs down. I kept the old one as a template. I was going to make one. And I just thought, you know what? I'll buy one. I know from the XW days, it's just easy to do. That is based on the notion that it's going to fit. Which it seems to. Where's this one? Oh, it's got to go in there like that. Splendid. There's these fiberglass ones, which are sort of the most expensive of the two, and there's also a cheaper variant. I thought so. Those trims aren't going to work there, so I'm just going to put some of this green vinyl down there, and then those other trims will sit on top. It'll give me a chance to paint them anyway. But at least we've got that in, I guess. This jack's been giving me problems. I'm just hoping I can hit the camera. It wouldn't raise, well below that. And I thought, you know what, it needs to be bled. I went around looking for jack oil, and I found some at Autobahn, $12, and it's the Penrite stuff, and I love Penrite products. And anyway, they had the same sort of thing at Super Cheap. I think it was $20 or $19. So I just went to Autobahn, because I had to go to Bunnings as well. I screwed up because, like, this jack has never been looked at. It was a think it was a cheap one. Back in 1987, I think. I got it, or 1988. I'm pretty sure it was earlier than that, though. Never looked at it. And so, of course, I pulled this out and had a look, and that's just like a check valve. And then I pulled this out, and you activate it, and all the oil spews out. I had no idea what I was doing. I just thought that was a filler hole. What I found is a guy on YouTube had an American product that looked identical. And I thought this was Chinese. This is a 3 ton, I think. 1.8 tons, is it? I wish I could see that sticker. I thought it was just a cheap one, but it's all 1/4 inch steel. It's all pretty good stuff. So the way to do it is to cycle it and end up taking that plug in. That's where you fill it. It's just a rubber plug. I mean, how easy. And I've just been I pulled it all apart and lubricated it all in there, and on these pivots and those gears and all that sort of stuff, which will probably just attract. But I had no idea. So I'm just wondering how much oil to put in. Do I have to put more in? Because the reason behind this is I've got to take the gearbox out of the XC, and I want something that's going to at least raise the car while I can put stands under it. That seems fairly cool. That's very up. Hang on. So do I have to put more oil in? I don't know. It seems to be working. It's probably alright. When it's resting, use that as a dipstick, you can see it red just on the end. So it's just covering that sort of inner cylinder there. How much have I put in? That's 500 mils. I've only probably put in, oh, I don't know, not quite 100 mils, and I lost some as well, so I might leave it at that. Well, I've repacked the bearings. The only problem is that I've seen is that post leaves too much when the bearing's in there. It leaves too much slack, so I might just pack that. It's bound to have some wear on it. I've had it for years, but I'm actually impressed with this jack. You know, I've had it for so long, and a little bit of oil, and I should be back up to speed again. So this is going to be really handy for working on the XC, and with every other car that rolls in here. I'm under a Falcon, and I've lost my shifter. I thought this had failed, but I don't think it has. And it appears that the problem is upstairs. I thought that would all be busted off. I'm wondering if either it's master's on the problem or a clevis pin. Maybe I forgot to put a pin through the clevis pin. I don't know. I need to go upstairs and have a look. I bought this stuff a while ago, Flexi Prime. It's a plastic primer. I threw a bit on these things. I wasn't sure if it was. I don't know. I didn't know if it would work. But what I've done, let's put the gun turn right down, is I've washed all these out in sugar stove, and I've put a flex aid into this primer, which is just normal high fill. And it's not something I like doing, but this is what I did with the XW, and I haven't had, that paint's been down 6 or 7 years, and I've never had a problem with it. But I asked Bill, he's had one of these cars in dusk, or the interior was in dusk, and I asked if he had these trims, and he wasn't sure. He was going to have a look for me, but because I've got some time today, I figured I'd just lick over them, and this is how I did the armrests as well. And this is sun damage. You can see those scratches. I've sort of rubbed it out as best I can, and I just need to repaint them. Oh, what was that? And I'm not going to get carried away. There's a good chance these will be changed out anyway. But for now, I've got to get underneath that, don't I? For now, that'll be alright. And when it goes up, I'll just flip them over and do the back side. That's already dry. Just the edge, although that's actually covered, isn't it? I'll just do that edge. I just don't want to see any ochre, any orange. So these have drip rail mouldings around them, or sorry, pinch weld around them. But you know, that just means I can put the seatbelt in, I can kind of make it a little bit more finished off than it is. And so if any better parts come along, I can just snaffle them and do it. Okay, did that too well. Quiet, doggy. other side. Just give this a quick lick and a promise. It's a slightly different colour to the dust. The camera makes it look a bit greener than it is. I'll let that go off. I'll give it a second coat, but only a very thin one because it's too inclined to crack if I do it too thick. Usually they kind of darken a tiny bit when they dry, but you can see it's not a bad match at all. It's probably a tiny bit greyer, but very, very close once it dries. That was colour matched by Terry at Milsom's. He does colour matching for some of the bigger automotive paint shops too, so he's very good at what he does. Well, I've got to put the shifter back in. I'll put these trims on first. Oh, I can't remember what you call it now. Oh yeah, the armrest out the back. I'm trying to do this from the back so you can see what I'm doing. And there's something in here. Hang on a minute, I'm going to pull that down. There it is. And just secure that. It's going to go in there. Cool. And pop this back on. And these, there's a bit of what do you call it? Oh, let's get that up. That wrinkle is going to come out when these grab handles are in. So I'm sort of happy with that. Let's put this back. And then we're going to put the seat belt in, which might be easier from the back. Looking at it here, yes, I think it is. And then I can put that other trim on and make it look a little bit more like a Falcon instead of a body shell. Oh, I'm not doing it properly. Just going to stab that over there for now. God, these new pinch welds are always quite stiff. Well, so I'm just going to go around and put this on and take those off. This was the one, just because of the way the car was parked in the garage, I couldn't get on. I'm just popping these vent knobs in. This car's not air conditioned, it used to be when it was new, but I didn't put air conditioning in it because I didn't want to. I prefer to drive a modern car when it's really hot. So these, I actually prefer those because it just opens up all this air onto your feet. I much prefer that. I don't have that kick trim properly secured on that side down in the bottom corner behind the accelerator. I've just got to tighten this up because I thought I didn't have the right size bit for it, but I do. And I need a nut for there. I haven't got a nut, I'm missing it. But you can see it just looks beautiful. Is it out of focus already? Yes, it is. I might just pop those seatbelts in. I'm running out of daylight and it's getting really, really cold. Right, here's the reconditioned belts. I've just put them on the bracket. I've stuck some Loctite down and put the plastic cover over it. They just work alright. So I've just, alright, that's nice and tight. I've got the little plastic things that go in there and I've got to put this on. But I just have to cut some of that carpet back. This is from Rock's Motor Trimmers. Actually, I've got another bit out here I'll show you. Brilliant for XC Falcons because it's so thick. That's the original stuff is almost like shag pile. So when that wears, it'll get a similar pile to it to what the original had. It's perfect. I've got these little bits. It's taken me ages to find odds and ends because I sort of put them in different places. Hang on a minute, how does that go? It has to go over or under. Hang on a minute. I think I need two hands. This single-handed stuff isn't working. Just a moment. These seat belts can be a little bit fiddly. I've probably got the seat in the wrong spot. The spool sort of goes on the inside. And there's a bracket that hangs out. I have to move the seat, I think. Hang on a minute. Can I get in there? Maybe through the back. That might be easier. That's that door. These sit in, sort of like that. and then that sort of bolts up here. Got some bolts. You've got to be really careful with this stuff because some of them are metric and some are imperial. Just got to make sure you get them in the right, all around the car. I'm not just talking about seatbelts. Whoops, I'm talking about all around the car. So you just got to make sure you get them in the right order. So you just check your threads before you start. And, invariably you'll get it right. Then you've got to make sure you bring all your tools and be prepared. Go on. Right. Oh no, that was a headlight lens. That's bad. Hope you can see this. There's touch-ups and bits and pieces that I have to do around door hinges. They're pretty messed up. But that can all come as part of the sort of last detailing bit, if you know what I mean. And I keep forgetting to get the door light switches too. It's nice having those new seatbelts for the front. Where's the spanner? I need a spanner for that. Where is the spanner? These can sort of slide over. Hang on a minute. These things, there's all sorts of small screws and bits and pieces that go into these cars. And I look at these trims and I probably should have painted them actually, but no, I think they'll do, I've got to have something on the car that's just been cleaned up instead of rebuilt or painted. Hang on, I've got to get that in there. Oh, there we go. So, inch by inch we're getting there. Let's check these seatbelts, make sure they work. Perfect. That's so cool. Right, well, we're slowly getting through it. I've got to fiddle and fart around with this. This is the console garnish, for want of a better term, for the Automagic. And what we've got, I line up the console with the holes down there, which I haven't yet. There's a manual conversion kit you can get. There's a sort of a tear section there for the quadrant on an auto. That being said, let's reverse first, second. I think we just have to take a bit out of there, do we? It depends where this thing sits. I've got to make it sit properly before I can sort of fiddle and fluff around with it. But I've got to work that out because most of the manual stuff is top-loader GT Falcon stuff. And this is not what this car is. So as far as this garnish is concerned, Andy bought one. He was really dissatisfied with it. It was chintzy and horrible. And I have got some black vinyl, and you can sort of cover it down to there, and then still give it, which is a dirt trap, but still give it that sort of rolled appearance along the sort of circumference or the perimeter. But he really didn't like his, and I didn't like the look of it either. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with these. I did have some black vinyl, but it was correct for a Falcon GT XAXB, and I gave it to John, a friend of mine, who's been really supportive with this because he has one of those cars, and the grain and everything was spot on. It was an original bit of vinyl, or at least an original repair piece. So that's not going to be necessary for in here because I can just use any just generic stuff like that. So I will cover it with vinyl so it's black, and I'll make that infill for that single rail gear knob. But, the seatbelt thing's on, that pinch weld's wrong, and it looks quite good. And it's all sitting properly. I couldn't see when I was fitting this. I had that incorrectly, but these lovely new seatbelts, and I've put the button sticker on there, and I got that one crooked. I got the driver's one straight though, I think. Did I get it straight? That looks a bit better. So, hang on, or did I? I didn't do that very well. Anyway, I've got the others. There's some for the back seat as well. That back seat does have to come out, and I'll do the side trims. Oh, it sticks that door. I don't like that. I've got to adjust those again so I can get all these things sorted. These sort of infill bits in here. And we'll get some courtesy light switches and new surrounds, garnishes if you like for those. I'm still having trouble with that left-hand rear, or right-hand rear, sorry, power window. And the armrest is knackered. I'm not happy with it. If we meander around this side, it's just too warped. It looks awful. So I've just got to investigate this because I was given, oh, cat's been on here. I got given, where is it? I still haven't done the lower door seal on this side either because it's hard to get to. I was given this one. I can't remember the gentleman's name. Anyway, I've got to figure, so I'm going to undo this one here, that switch block, get it back on the bench and really follow it. These are the same type of switches the XDs use, and I have got an XD manual, so I'm tipping they're sort of configured the same way. Clutch pedal, of course, we know what that is, and I've lost the clips, and I saw them very recently, so they're on the way in. So I didn't take out the, I can put that back in now. I didn't take out the gearbox. I'm going to do it later. Once the car's on the road, I'll look at that. Oh, hang on. I've got to knock that in. And that battery's knackered. That's the one I got with the XW. It's not powerful enough. It's not powerful enough for the Windsor or this engine here. They're higher compression. So, but it does work in the XD. So, but I'll get another one with the posts that way so that it's all, oh, left something on. So that it's all, you know, cool. What else is there? What else is there, people? It's just taking forever and a day to do it. And everything I touch on it is still a lot harder than the XW, but it's such a nice car. I'm very, very pleased with how it's going. Oh, and Bill, another very supportive chap, has a handbrake cable, so I was going to have to buy a new one. But he has one, so I'll buy that from him if he wants to sell it. And I've just got to recolour the sun visors, and all the sun visors can go in, as well as the grab handles. I'm going to put those back. It's a very Fairmont GXL thing, and I want as much of this car to look original as I can. There they are there, and they're kind of faded. They're the original ones out of this car, and I really do want to put those back. The other thing they'll do, it'll kill two birds with one stone, because it will offer, it'll just take out those really last tiny bits of, what do you call it, of wrinkling in the headlining, and then the headlining will be perfect, nothing wrong with it. So, you know, onward and upward. Pity I couldn't save those. They're quite dear too. What else is there? Wipers. Oh, I've got to put that on. That's from Harvey. That's the correct oil sender for the Sport Dash. And I might even get John to hydroblast those. In fact, I will. I'll get him to fix those up. I'm not going to try and rub those back. I want them to look good though, because you look at them when you're in the car, or at least you see them. I've sent off one of the headlights to Saul, who needs one. So I've got one left, a right one, which is yuck. And I've also haven't yet sent off the others to be got to put that in. To be what do you call it? Re-silvered. I think this is the back one. Yes, I believe that's the back one. It's got a little push-in thing, has it? Oh, it's got a screw. What else is there? Oh, mirror adhesive to put the mirror on. Just stuff. Just little bits and pieces. I'm not even worried about any of it. Oh, and those C-pillar things I've been meaning to put on for ages. I've got to do that as well. But she's looking pretty good. I'm really happy. I will have to get the bumper done too, but that can wait till it's on the road. I don't care. I'm just not worried enough about that. If it comes up, let me know.
But that's after 200,000 k's.
Wow.
If you're shine down the valleys, it's bloody spot. Well,
Look at the car.
Yeah, it's always been serviced.
It has, isn't it? Yeah. It's clean as a whistle.
And it's as quiet as a mouse.
Yeah.
That's
What was it? ZH, was it?
Yeah, that one was.
That's a cracker. I'm here with Bill looking at a 302 Cleveland. Say hi, Bill.
There you go.
And Bill's like me, he's got some toys. And this is one that was from a ZH Fairlane. Apparently runs like a Swiss watch.
Yeah.
Do you know what I reckon? I reckon if you make a trolley for it so you can start it from time to time.
I think that's not a bad idea. I've got all the steel and pulley, the wheels and that sitting over there.
Oh, have you?
Just went too slack.
Yeah, that'd be good because then you can just start it and run it every now and then.
Yeah, no, just like
Yeah, but you can even stick a muffler on the back. Have you got a yoke?
yeah, I've got one on the tail shaft.
Oh, yeah, just stick a yoke in the back of it. There's one there as well.
Yeah, I've got a couple kicking about somewhere.
Yeah. So that's a 289 or
289 out of the ZA Fairlane.
Oh, and that's the car there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that motor's a good motor. It's just needs a tune and a bit of service.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that was taken out to do the body resto, was it?
Yeah, which is a bit of a mess, as you saw.
You got another 8-cylinder. What's this, BF? BA?
BA.
BA.
Yeah, my brother's got a BA Fairmont. Yeah, I had a win when I bought that XA Falcon. I didn't realise the sedan bumpers are the same as the coupe.
I didn't know.
No.
Are they really?
Yeah, I've got it sitting up there in the...
Oh.
And I'm looking at it and going, they're the same.
Yeah. No one's chopped up the parcel tray either.
No, it's pretty
Just a bit of rust in there, which is over
a
there.
little
But
bit of rust
you
back
can
window
you can
lights.
actually get I think we
Yeah.
spoke about it last time, didn't we?
Yeah. But,
It's got
like I said,
that's an XE back seat.
that's out of my car.
Oh.
I found out a storage spot, I put it somewhere so
Yeah.
I overspray on it. But that's what I said with the bloke. He siliconed everything into it, and the seat covers ripped, so he painted the seat black where the seat cover ripped.
Oh, nice. That's nice. That'll make it go away.
Yeah. That's what I said. I had to put a different steering
Is that
color.
next? That's an XB dash, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it is an XB,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, that's right.
So,
So-
yeah, I've only got XA taillights.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was an XA for a minute, and then I remembered it is an
it's,
XB.
Yeah, I can't reach. But no, I had a set of XA taillights I got off the main. The
Yeah.
XB ones were all the locking pins are roach, so
Yeah.
that's why it's got that on it.
Is that a 351? Is it? Yeah.
That is 351.
Yeah. What was it originally? A 6?
I believe so. When I looked up the ID plate, yeah.
Yeah. It's got power steering and everything in it too.
I put that in.
Oh,
That's what I
right.
wanted out there out of my brother's car.
Yeah.
But no, it's not a bad heat.
No, they're good.
But no.
These are just gold. These things now.
Oh, it
aren't
looks
they?
a bit grotty under here, but
No,
it
it's
needs a bit
good.
of
You've got the big radiator too.
No, that. Yes, it is, but it's
Yeah.
the wrong one. That's an XA one, and they're 15mm different to the top of the supports.
Oh.
The other one's
I know they're all 2-core. That's a triple, isn't it? Or a 4 or something. That could be a 4-core.
But no, that one's nice. A bit
Oh,
grotty
metal
under
block,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, performer.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you said about a performer manifold. That's a performer manifold.
Yeah, I've got one for the Windsor. I'm a bit worried it might be too tall because the 351 Windsor's quite tall.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about it under the thing of the XW. But
Uh,
this is go alright, isn't it?
this goes real good.
Yeah.
I've had a permit on it a couple of times, and
To do some emergency roadworthy work. Yeah.
well, I took it over to the beat blasters, drove it over there, and yeah, she goes all right because that's a XW GT spec cam in it.
Ah.
So yeah, no, it's out of all the cars, this is the best performing and the best brakes,
Yeah.
and it's the only one that's not registered.
And of course you got the gem.
Oh yeah, she's looking a bit sad. But
No,
it's not too
no,
bad for a
these-
30-year-old paint job.
No, well, you know,
It's got a little bit of rust and stuff. And we fixed
it
up.
doesn't matter.
No,
So how long have you had this one for?
just over 30 years.
Over 30 years.
Yeah, I was on the second. Like I said to you, I believe it was a police car.
Oh, that's right.
The
Yeah.
guy I got it off, he worked at Ford and it came in and it was traded in. He grabbed it and used it, and then
Yeah.
let it sit for 7 years.
So it was a station car or something, wasn't it?
No, the drug squad, they used it
Oh,
at
that's
stakeouts.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd been pranged in the left once, but that's the only
Damn,
damage.
it's got a pedigree though.
Yeah, so,
It was a factory V8 Fairmont, was it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I've got the matching number engine sitting in Warrnambool.
Oh, sweet.
So that's what I said. I was, young and stupid. I put a T-bar in it and took the column shift out.
Yeah, but you can put that back if you want.
I've got all the stuff for it, yeah. It's all there.
That's a
Linkage and
no-brainer.
everything. But no,
That's easy to do.
no, rubbish everywhere.
What are the doors from?
ZH. That's off the ZH. I got
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's a diff out of it.
Yeah. Oh, the one that the 302 came from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think
Yeah, they're great. Yeah, little Borgie. That's probably, would that be a 4-pinion or a 2? Probably a 2.
should be 4.
Oh, is it a 4-pinion, is it?
Well, I know there's a 4 in that. because when I had it serviced, they said no, it's a 4-pinion in that
Which one? The X?
in the XW.
Oh, okay.
Um,
That's what I've got in my XC. One of
Yeah.
those. Yeah, it's exactly the same as that.
and I got,
That's probably a 292 as well.
I haven't looked at the ID plate. It's a bit grotty, so
It will be.
I'd say so. That's
Yeah.
that's 292. This has got a 275. That's 275.
Is that a 9-inch in this?
Yes. That's
Yeah.
that of another ZH Fairmont I had.
What, this one?
No. The 9 inches. The running gear out of that car.
Oh, you've got 9-inch in that too, haven't you?
Yeah, well, that was out of an XA Falcon.
Yeah, give it a go. Oh, nearly.
Yeah.
All yours run so well, don't they?
They're all reconditioned. That's not my fault.
Oh, really? Because your XE was like that too.
Well, I don't mind the smoke when it started.
That doesn't matter.
It's just got the exhaust level extracted and leaving
Nice stereo. See, that's how I want mine. That's how I thought the XW would sound.
Yeah.
It's just too noisy.
Yeah, this is quite. I haven't done anything with the exhaust on this.
But all these cars, the XW runs like that, and so does the XE.
Yeah.
They're just such great runners, aren't they? Oh, you got a big set of headers on it too.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're leaking a bit. See, once they warm up, it stops.
Yeah. Don't hit that thing.
Hey.
Don't hit that thing. That's perfect, Bill. Jeez. And it's cold today.
Yeah.
Bit of run out on the power steering pulley there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, shocking that. I forgot it was then. Yeah, I've straightened that. That was worse.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, if you look down there.
It's not leaking though.
No, but the belt was hitting the bottom radiator hose and nearly sliced it in half because it had such a wobble in it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I won't hold the camera up there because I'll probably drop it in the fan.
No, don't do that. But no, it's
That's a sweet runner, isn't it?
oh yeah. All the running is mint on this. The brakes are mint. It's just
That's really nice.
I was there. Thanks, I was very good.
Sounds awesome. Good on you.
Hey.
I'm loving these.
Oh, yeah, well, that run, I ran that without just sitting as it was with straight out extractors. Jeez.
That makes noise.
Oh, yeah, that's what the neighbours hate me.
But it's all this stuff. It's pulley sets. It's the bracketry and all those sorts of things that are so hard to get because people pull them apart and
But throw them out.
yeah. And even these, they're hard to get. The rubber plug thing that goes in your TBS switches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them are blocked off. The XD one's blocked off.
Yeah.
But and those little plastic bits, hard to get.
I bought some last time. I bought some at Ford. I think they were about $30 each or something.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me at all. And you got the lift hooks on there.
Yep.
You got the factory air cleaner strap on the rock cover over there.
Yeah, the only problem I haven't got the air cleaner because it was on gas.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, I think.
That's on gas too. It's
That's probably the one I was thinking of actually.
They both were on gas, but that thing was. That's what I'm saying. I've only got that on there because I haven't got an air cleaner for it. So
Yeah, but you can get those.
I've got something kicking them out up there. I know that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's because of what it is, and it's got a C4, C10, or C4
Oh, nice.
pan-filled one, a nice one, and all your original wiring.
Yep. Yeah, nothing was molested.
Nothing's been mucked around with or anything. It's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah.
And your vacuum hoses are nice. It's got the EGR in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's something to hang on to.
Diff, but the only reason I changed it, those diffs over because that had the different rear brakes. This one had the calipers with the lever on it, outside lever,
Yes.
and it hits the sway bar on the back of that. So I changed it. I've still got some. I think I can change the backing plates, turn them front to back. And put the other
Where's
caliper.
it's underneath there?
Yeah. It's underneath the collection of junk.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's a very you never let that go.
No, well,
Never let that go.
that's a sad thing, you know.
Because that's
People
exactly
ask
the same as.
$1,500 from there.
No, a lot more. That's exactly the same as an XBGT one, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the bloke was reckoned 2-piece 5 LTDs, and
No, more than $1,500.
What's your
That's keep it down. That's so slippery, and it's also is it a 275? It would be, wouldn't it?
yeah, that is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of them are any different. Don't want to mess up the car, it's a bit dusty.
Well, you've seen mine. So we've got another. This is a 351. He started the other day, and it is such a smooth runner. It's absolutely beautiful car.
Yeah,
This is your daily.
This used to be my daily driver.
My daily's a Starlet.
Is that yours? I thought that was your daughter's car.
No. I made it out of a bunch of other Starlets.
Yeah. Help me drink one later.
Yeah.
But no, that's all good.
Bill loves his 351s. Although you've got a 302, haven't
No,
you?
I've got several 302s kicking.
Oh, you got you got a couple of 302s.
There's one there. There's one there.
Oh, okay.
There's a Windsor there.
Oh, you got another one under there.
That one's a bit roached. That was out of my mate's Fairmont. And he had one of those cheap electronic dizzies in it.
Oh, yeah.
It started pinging and piston broke.
Oh.
And then it scored the bore, so it's ruined the block on that one.
That's a real shallow skirt piston.
Oh, yeah, it's,
That's nowhere near a stock piston. That's shallow as.
yeah, no, he had a pretty sweet motor in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it pings it. I made the mistake. I put that distributor in the XW thinking beauty electronic dizzy. I got down the street and then it started randomly firing and stopped on me.
Yeah.
So I went back to the points.
Yeah. And you've got an Aussie. That's an Aussie Desert Cooler, is it?
Yes, it is.
That is mammoth.
Oh yeah.
You're not going to cook that.
No, it's geez, they move some air when they start up too.
Yeah.
But geez, it makes them a lot quieter.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm loving this.
Yeah.
What year?
The missus loves this one.
Yeah, she would. That's a beautiful truck, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
What year is it again?
32.
32.
Yeah, so first of the V8s.
That's just mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
At 239 or 221, there's a big one.
221, I think.
Yeah.
It was the small one.
Yeah.
So were the first of them.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the original engine because it's got alloy heads on it. I don't
Looks like it's got stainless fasteners too.
It is, yeah.
So someone's been in there before.
Oh yeah, it's been a part.
That's-
Like I said,
That's a good thing though in some ways.
well, yeah. So it's a bit of a-
It's just a beaut truck, isn't it?
Yeah, they're good looking here. Like,
Aren't
I
they?
want to keep the side valve in it.
Yeah,
Everyone else-
definitely.
Everyone keeps saying, "Oh no, put a."
No, don't.
I
No,
wanna
don't listen
keep
to
it
that.
original. And it's a dual wheel truck. I just
Yeah.
get 2 more back wheels.
Yeah. I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got one rim, but I haven't. Yeah.
There's just they're full of character, these things, aren't they?
Oh yeah, that was full of water.
Full of water, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why I had the heads off thinking, because it's seized, but the bottom, it's got all the rust particles behind the bore, behind
Yeah.
the pistons, and I can't get the crankshaft or the rods out. That's the only rod I can get out.
How long had it soaking for?
7 years.
7
I haven't
years.
touched it for a while. It was in a boat, so I don't know if it actually filled up with water from rainwater or it had a little crack in the side of the block where the...
The bores
The
look
sub
pretty good.
Yeah, well, these aren't standard pistons. Standard pistons. They're high compression pistons in it.
Yeah, it's got a big dome in it.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I can't see any markings on it. Good.
No, there isn't any. They're just.
Stock bore.
I think so. I think it's.
That's mad.
I think. I'm not sure.
I had a Y block. Hang on, I've got. I had a Y block that I sold, and I always regretted selling it.
Yeah, well, these things are getting hard to get.
They're just hard. They're rare, yeah. No, but the problem is you give this stuff away or you sell it, and you always regret it.
Yeah, well, this is a late model one because it's got the dizzy coming up the top. So that's on the spare
Oh,
part.
yeah.
The
Water pump.
Well, that was.
Is that a water pump or it looks like an idler?
No. What? It's an idler that was on the back because
Oh.
that's out of the boat, so that was running the water.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But dizzy oil kick.
Oil pick up and all that sort of stuff.
That's what I said. It's full of water, but it was greasy water. And what's happened is when the condensation's gone up, it's rusted behind the pistons. So where the water was, it hasn't rusted
Oh, okay.
because it was greasy and oily. So
But you can hydroblast, that'll come up like brand new.
once I get the pistons out,
Yeah.
but I can't. That's what I'm saying. I can't get underneath to undo the conrods to slide them out. So
Can you get the pistons out from underneath? Like, can they withdraw from underneath? Like, can you get the crank out?
no, that's what I'm saying. No, because when you take, because of where all the rods are, I can't undo. I can undo the big end bearings.
Yeah, but you got to rotate it to undo them, just
Yeah.
like a modern one, yeah.
Yeah, so
cool.
I can't.
And this is
that.
ZA,
Yeah, that's it. Eh?
and this one's one you're going to finish up and get rid of, yeah?
Eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one I've been started. I've been watching your channel and Graham's channel, so I've learned a few more tips on how to fix up
Oh,
some
Graham-
rust repairs.
Graham's a little bit more professional than I am. And his work, it shows in his work too.
So this is, it looks, yeah, I've got junk everywhere, so the dash and everything.
Yeah, but everyone knows when you start doing a car, everyone knows what they end up being like.
Like I said, well, yeah, when you pop the phone camera open and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. It's interesting stuff though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's just such an era gone by.
Well, the funny part is I know the history of the car since you.
Oh, really?
I've known all the owners.
Oh, so hang on, was this your father's?
No, it was a friend of the family's. And I knew the second owner, he used to pick us up and take us to pool.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, and then someone left it under a tree or something.
no, well, yes. The last guy got it off, he stopped driving. And the mate that bought it before, and he spent a heap of money on it, and then his girlfriend didn't like it, so he sold it.
Unreal.
That has come in handy when I do
Yeah.
that, you know. That
Yeah,
a lot
definitely.
easier.
I needed one of these. I was going to work and using these though when I did the XW.
Yeah, at least you've got a working machine shop.
Yeah. Well, I have it at home though, so you got a shrink and stretcher there and everything.
Yeah, I haven't used those yet. That was a birthday gift.
Yeah, and you got your shears, you got rollers.
Yeah, some of it.
I could really do some stuff in here, you know. Got an arbor press.
Yeah, look at other stuff. That's something I haven't used yet either.
Oh,
Bead
bead roller.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to be able to use that.
Yeah, but that's good. And the other thing is, eventually when you retire,
Well,
you are never going to get bored.
No, well that's it. Too many toys. I like playing. Yeah, but I've got an understanding wife, so it's good. She buys eBay quotes. She
My
gets all that
wife,
stuff.
yeah, that's what my wife used to do, and then she bolted. So Bill's provided these
Dog leg covers.
dog leg covers, for want of a better term. Yeah, rear door opening. Anyway, these are the ones I had. ZH Fairlane. They're longer than the dog leg, but not just that. What I hadn't accounted for when I cut mine was the fact that they're stepped. So I was just going to lay down some.
Okay, you probably didn't realise that.
Yeah. Oh, well, I've got some of that green vinyl, so I can lay that down. But it's just easy to clean these up and stick them in. You know,
Yeah.
it's just so much better to do that when using the original kit then and
Well, the matching number too.
matching number. Yeah. Look.
You'd be surprised how many people want it. Sold parts. They wanted to know the part number before they got it.
Really?
Yeah, I had one bloke from New South Wales. I got a fan tree out there. He wanted the part number off it, so he
yeah,
took
yeah.
a spare one.
I've got one hanging on my
Yeah, I
shed.
had it hanging, but it fell down. But I've got cylinder heads and manifolds and crap and everything.
That's good. Yeah, that means you've got enough stuff to see into your retirement. And
Oh yes,
build more cars.
yes, and but yeah, no, people. Yeah, when people were buying stuff off eBay, they wanted to know every part number, this, that, the other.
Yeah, because they're probably going to flip it.
Well, they were.
I hate that. They try and get stuff off you, and then they try and flip it and make money.
Well, that's the XA bumper bar I've got, and like I said, I
Oh, up the top there, yeah.
and that's in better shape than that one.
Yeah, you might as well use it.
Well, yeah.
Because, I mean, if you sell it, yeah, you get a few $100s, but then you got to find one later on that's going to be $800 by then.
Just not interested in selling them.
Yeah, that's right. So you wouldn't.
No, that's what I said. I've got parts of the car stashed everywhere. That's the ZA grill up there that's hanging.
Yeah, I saw that before.
Yeah, so I just put it up there so I didn't get
See, I want to do some of this in my garage, but it's a flattish roof, but carport down the side of the house or something. So you've got some sort of mezzanine.
Well, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Because
Storing the stuff is just so difficult, isn't it? So you got those seats stored. Well, they take a stack of room. You just hang them upside down, you're good to go.
that's what I do with those are Fairmont seats up there.
Oh, yeah, over there, yeah, done the same thing.
Yeah, so That's what sort of crap everywhere.
No, but that's good. Well, no, thanks so much, Bill.
No, more than welcome.
Yeah, and I hope hope you don't regret selling anything to me.
No, it's all good. I don't think I'm going to buy another XC. They're too expensive.
Yeah, but they come up every now and then. But anyway, look, thanks very much for joining us and
No problem.
and for your hospitality.
More than welcome.
See you later.
Good on you, Pete.
A little bit of noise in the crowd there.
I don't know what that sounded like. It sounded a bit strange. Well, the last time I heard a noise like that, I think it was playing against Big Bill Werbenick many years ago.
Right. Settle down now, please. Thank you.
What do you reckon? She haven't.